Hi, it is Justia coming at you live on Mars Tuesday. So we had a full moon yesterday. Well, kind of like depended on where you were, if it was today or yesterday. And this is week 2 in Babylonian Masonic ciphers of an 8-week series that is walking all of these energetic timeline shifts from 5 different mercurial races of beings in one big bubble. I channeled this 8-week series when I got to South Lake Tahoe. I've been over 42 states since 2017 and basically had to lose everything, including my child, in the process of walking and tearing up programs and being attacked for it. Now, I'm going to do my best to explain this. We're channeling and I'm walking it, and so it's like each day before I get on here, there's a set of codes, there's conversations that I have to have, because whenever you're the computer, your body is the computer, and the data that's streaming in the air, which you call clouds and frequencies, your body is picking up, because your body is what's holding the space for the data to move. Now, when you're in the 33D parallel, you don't see any of this. Everybody knows that we've got RH negatives down here. We've got 4 different blood types. We've got 4 different blood types. We've got negative and positive, which creates 8 different energy bands, just in and of itself. If you had all the beings on the planet in one big bubble, and then you tune that bubble to just one frequency, you would still get 8 different timelines from it, because you don't realize how everybody walking in your DNA frequency is picking up the same story in the 33. Now, as I'm walking through this, the biggest thing that you have to, and this is what we come on here and do on Tuesday. On Tuesday, you have to, in your consciousness and in your body, you have to understand what the difference is, so that you can do the ciphers and you can do the math. Because the 44 physics is a mix of math and energy codes. It's not just numbers. It's not just alphabet. You know how they're saying now that AI has formed its own language, and how AI is talking to each other now within the computer system in another language. It's not another language. It's one of these cipher codes. When you understand in your physical body, that there's a 33 phonetic to it. So when you see the color pink, you think that you're seeing pink, but this really is a very specific hue of pink. Pink is not a color. Go look it up. According to the 33D, pink is not a color, okay? And people that are colorblind, they see pink and they think it's gray. It's because they can't see the physics. I can write down physics like this. We had to do one today on a name. I can write down these physics and do these lines and keep getting these numbers over and over. And then I can grab a phone and I can tape it and it'll look like rainbows. But it's all black and white. Because the physics make the hue. They make the color. Okay. Well, if we're a bunch of light beings in a big ass bubble, and if the light is really coming from inside you out of your body, out of your field, not just shining down like the sun, not just throwing energy back and forth to each other like a ping pong ball, but whenever you're actually grounding into that energy and you bring that energy in your body, just with you knowing this, you don't even have to do the numbers. Just you knowing it, it's in your computer. You're picking up and putting out 2 different sequences. One's going to be down here from the 369 pattern that it's supposed to be because it always was, and no. The other one is going to be, I don't know how many dimensional aspects of unseen. It all depends on you. But each energy has an unseen energetic to it. You're just pushing that energy off of you. When you push that energy off of you, as it's coming in, this is what we call alchemy. This is what we call transmutation. My point is, you're picking up unseen energy that you're reacting to whenever you're tuned in. What's also crazy is it's like different words. It's like, is it good or bad to be on the 44 or 33? There is no good and bad. For some of them, it's like, it's better to be on the 33. Some of them, it's better to be on the 44 right now. Like the point is, in a 369 pattern, with Mercury in your body, it connects like melanin strands. Is this the same thing as melanin? It's how melanin works. Melanin, the moon, cycles, waves, Mercury. And I drove across Mercury in Death Valley yesterday. The main difference between the 33 and the 44 is you can't do the 33 just all in your head. I mean, the 44, it can't be just done in math and in your head. The main done in math and in your head. The main thing that 44 starts bringing in is body consciousness. The main thing that the 44 starts bringing in is body consciousness. Some of you have always been tuned to 44 energy. That's why the matrix didn't work for you. Some of us were tuned to the matrix. It was working for us. We made a shit ton of money until they came and stole our etheric body and made a Joseph and American dream coat and freaking called it Mo and Brandon. Then we suddenly couldn't produce anything because the whole realm was us. It's like the universe is going, what are you talking about? You're already there. What are you talking about? You need a house? You have 50 houses in your name. That's the 44. When we talk about bonds and somebody having your bond or using your name or identity theft or whatever, that's all solved in the 44. And if you're trying to use a 33 way to fix it, it ain't gonna work. If you had a whole bunch of money stolen from you, you ain't gonna get it back in a court of law. You're not gonna get it back with Harvard Law, Oxford, black magic. That's what set it up and stole it from you. The ancients don't put you in jail. If you go to jail in the ancients, we're actually saving your butt. We're giving you a chance. Otherwise, it's going to be, this is ancient. You're talking about using the whole world's energy source. You're talking about genocide. It's not, they're not going to have to pay you. It's not going to be in a court of law. It's going to happen in the 44. How? Because you're claiming it. You claimed that energy in the 44. It'll come a time where theirs isn't going to go to step 10. Because everything in the 33 was on a 369 pattern. Nothing was going to step 10. And who was running step 10, 11, 12, and 13? Whoever decided to make themselves king of the wheel. which is now the ascended, because we've taken over. But everybody still has to learn everything. This is all getting set up for Jupiter going into Cancer. This is all getting set up for Jupiter to go into Cancer. This is why I'm wearing Cancer colors. These are Cancer colors. I'm right here. Look where I'm at. Hold on. Look what I'm staring at. Well, you better bet your butt I'm here to claim. But I have been. I'm not even, I already have claimed it. I've claimed it, and they've already utilized it, produced it, put us all in this crazy crap. This has been going on since 1996. Energetically, it takes a minute to reclaim it. When you're set, and so a lot of you have always been set to 44 codes, like I talked about, and just now this energy is coming into alignment to where you're actually being able to create and work with it again. Others, and most of the world, is on a 33 pattern. Everybody that got 33 pattern. Everybody that's just techie, all in your head, all in your mind, not your brain, your mind. Minds were mind. When you understand the 44 and how the land and the energy comes through the land and affects the human form, because those of us standing in that, we're processing all of it from the cosmos and the core, just like the Libra hourglass. It's coming through our energy, it's twisting and it's coming out. It's coming through our energy, it's twisting and it's coming out. But it's all being sealed in a big bubble. So whenever you go in for the first time and you're blaring a different frequency, you might not get the energy that you want. You learn how to deal with it. You follow your intuition. You have to change things the way you used to do it in the 33. And the 33, and even when I was turned on to the 33, because I'm a made character. I'm an AB negative. I was made, 100%. Christ in, okay? So whenever it was working for me, but in order for the 33 to work for me, I had to like put on the heels. I was corporate. I was literally corporate Christy. Like Corpus Christi, but corporate Christy. When I came into a room and I came into any networking event or whatever else, because I was a pretty high-powered consultant in tech and had my own company and stuff. So it's like whenever I would walk in, I'd have to have my heels on. I have to be all ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'd have to like command the energy. Command the energy. Command the energy. Command the energy. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. In the 33, why was I doing that? Because I needed them all to look at me. It was in the 369. The more that you look at me, the more focus that is on me, then the more energy that I'm going to get. It's really what you're doing. You can call it energy siphoning if you want. If you're really good at this, then you have to learn that you're taking people's energy, and that's where you're getting karma, because you're doing this too much, okay? But in the 33, that's how you have to do it. This is why you have celebrities, and this is why, you know, if you took away a celebrity's limo, their crew, and their clothes, would you recognize them? If a celebrity was walking down the street and didn't have any fancy clothes on, didn't have any backup, didn't have their whole entourage, would you think that they were special? Probably not. Probably not. In the new energy, see, in the 33 energy, you're a firefly. So in the 33 energy, you're tuned with the other fireflies. So you go into a bubble wherever you are, whatever, your living room, your kitchen, a casino. You're in there with a bunch of other fireflies. You're going, look at, in the 33, you're going, look at me, look at me, look at me, because then all that energy builds up into one big energy, and then it makes an impact. In the 44 energies, the more that you embody the energy, you're incognito. I'm in a sweatshirt, my hair is dirty, I'm not perfect, I look put together, but there's something about me. There's an aura about me. I don't talk much to people, but what I say is very significant, and who I say it to is very significant. You walk in slower. You're really aware. You know that you're only there on day one, or you just showed up if you're going to be there in the same day. You don't want to come in and flash. Why? You're pure cosmic energy. They're all going to run. Whenever you come in and you flash, if you turn it on in the beginning, you're a mirror. And everybody in there is going to look at you with envy, greed, and jealousy, because they're going to see themselves in you. Now, this is what triggers people. A lot of us, that's what we're here for. We're here to trigger you. Either be triggered or get it. But that's what's happening. So in the beginning, when you walk in, you're like a cotton. You want to make it more like a cotton ball. You just want to kind of fill the room with your energy. That means that you don't want to make a big impact when you walk in. You need at least 30 minutes to tune the place. You need to walk in, sit down, chill, relax, do you. Don't think about anybody there. Why are you there? Yeah, everyone's staring at you. Why are you there? You're there in your authentic frequency. That's what they're staring at. Everyone else is looking at each other. They're in a mind program. You're not. Everybody sees you in the beginning and they're like, oh man, who's that? What's that energy? I don't know. And then you walk by. Then you see them 45 minutes later. Now they can't stop staring at you from the other side of the room, because they've felt something and they don't know what it is. Meanwhile, 20 people just left. Good. Those were 20 that the energy triggered, okay? I'm giving you an idea because when you fully understand and you open up your etheric body, you think that you're just in one little bubble and everything's tuned under one dome. No. You're walking in there and you're blowing up like a marshmallow man. Depends on you if you want to blow up or not as much as you want to. It gets to a point in this, if you keep going, that you can't even hold it. You're picking up the entire casino. You're picking up the entire Vegas public works. And some of us, it's how it was bound down. It's all the unseen. It's all the timelines that were connected into the DNA and how everything was hinged into a 33 pattern that only allowed it to get to step 9 in order to ignite, but then nothing was being built with it. Getting to step 9 and not going to step 10 is like you plant a field, you plant a whole bunch of plants, and it's going to grow a crop. You finally get the crop is here. That's 8. 9 is harvest and going and taking that and turning it into money. 10, what do you mean? There is no 10. You got to go back to step 3 now. So now you got to go back to planting again and no. Then you can go back. No. Okay, well, when the money comes in, then what if we add this or add this for step 10? Or if step 10 is all the farmers work together and then they build their own co-op, and 11 is it's nationwide, and 12 is, you follow me? That the whole world was on 369 this whole time. It's how Tesla was able to harness that energy on a 369 pattern. But here's the thing. Tesla and Disney are twins. Disney's the 44. Tesla's the 33. What was commanded today is that no longer can the people and the beings and the groups that are changing and manipulating, I can't even say it, manipulating manipulating. They're manipulating the harvest energy, and they tried to show us in movies and in actors. No, you can't do that anymore. You got to tell us in 369 Tesla codes, and you need to show up on the news and do it in 33. You can't tell us in 44 if you've not trained us in 44. You have to come in and tell us verbatim in the 33 what you're doing with all the energy in the lower frequencies now. You can't use movies and drama and Netflix. Us ascended, Disney all day long. Us ascended, Disney all day long. What are you talking about? We don't hold any more 33369 codes. We are the Disney. It's what was being held down in order to produce a whole bunch of characters and make them celebrities from the line and choose which one, and the haves and have-nots and blah, 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 blah. It's all a 33 set. Now, when we talk and the energies are higher house energies, so it's all the unseen things. Your mind and your brain is in your body. A mind is connected to this grid pattern and 8 blood types. Your brain is not your mind. Your brain is attached to your body. Let me ask y'all this. Whenever you get really relaxed, does your mind loop? Your mind starts running. But your body's relaxed. '44 is all about body consciousness. The ones of you and the ones of us that have come through this transition, because I had to transition, and as you find out your energies and you start working through this energy and mastering it in order to create with it, in order to connect your inheritance and your timelines, which is what's happening right now over this next 7-8 weeks, for the first time ever in human history. What you'll find out is all these little weird things that you do with your hands, these little things. It's body consciousness. What you're doing is your body is reacting to the unseen, not your mind. Your mind doesn't even know what your body's reacting to. The body consciousness is the Christ. The body consciousness in these grids is what everybody sacrificed for. What just happened? The color went dim. Weird. What just happened? The color went dim. Weird. Okay. The body is reacting to unseen energies. The body is accidentally turning right instead of left. But it's not an accident. You needed to go right. You shouldn't have gone left. Your body will just turn you that way. And you're like, oh my God, what the... You have body consciousness. Your body is more attached to your higher self than your mind, because your mind is pulling everybody in a circus on these grids. Your mind is not going to get you there. The consciousness is in your body. You don't even have time to think about it. It's all live in the moment. Your body, you have to, I have to just let my body lead me sometimes. I have to just like, get out of the way. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Because I can't think about it. I don't know. I can't get an answer. So it's like I have to get out of my head and then be like, okay, body, take me where I'm supposed to go and follow along. Your brain is attached to your body, not your mind. When we talk about 44 phonetics, and we talk about Bellatrix and Beltiges, and Beltiges is on the 33, Bellatrix has got 33 and 44 codes. We have to talk about Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. It's 44 codes he was doing on the sideline. That's why his team is another set of numbers than every other football team. This is what Inflategate was. Belichick ran that whole team like a super soldier energy group. When we talk about 44 and we talk about the mind, this is where PGA and golf courses get over. How do you go into a neighborhood and plow up all the dirt in a specific neighborhood that everything is square and angled, and then how do you make that all curvy from a quantum engine? Now, when I'm talking about quantum and I'm talking about energy from the 44, you got to look at it coming down. That's why you do everything on Google Earth. You look at the grid and you go, okay, if Circus has a big wave, 3 big waves that come off of it, then if I'm coming out of the ground, if I'm coming down in a big energy form, how is my energy going to hit that? Just like that. So then if Circus is, if Las Vegas is tied to the feminine, and Las Vegas is tied to the whole energetic thing, and if you've got Circus, which was running the original grid, and because it's not anymore, and everything's going, and if you've got Circus, which was running the original grid, and because it's not anymore, and everything's going, then what's on the other corner on the other side? I don't know. Look at the grid. There's gonna be something over here that's a building shaped in an L to catch it. Oh, like Mandalay Bay? Mandalay's in the story, by the way. There's gonna be something on that side to catch it. Now, if you're tuned to this energy, this is why your energy goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like you go on a wave and you see the pattern, then your consciousness drops down, and then you go on a wave, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like you go on a wave and you see the pattern, then your consciousness drops down, and then you go on a wave and you see the pattern. This is why the energy is so big coming down. It takes 7 days to put it all together. You can't create from a pure thought in a millisecond and change everything. You have to create the thought. You have to embody the thought. You have to hold it, not let anything fucking topple you. And then it just becomes. But it doesn't happen overnight. Energetically, and when we talk about collective energy, these are these energies that we see coming out of the sky, the different things that are coming out, the big amoebas and da-da-da-da, that's what it was. The big blob coming out of Antarctica, that's us. That's the energy at the very, very top of a big-ass bubble after going through the whole process with the entire human race. Why? In order to set up a pole from the top to the bottom, to set up Jacob's ladder and stair steps so everyone can get on. This is not spiritual. It's frequency, and you're an energy being. You can call it whatever you want, but it is what it is. The unseen is not just spiritual. In fact, it's only spiritual where the humans are. On the other side of where the humans are, it'd be pure ass fucking evil. Because at least the human understands. It's like if you're in Sirius and you're a serious being and you're a human down here and you're going, help me, then the Syrian energy, they don't know what it's like to be a human, including the walk-ins, which we've just had to deal with. They're gonna go, and you're gonna go, oh, what the? I just got hit by lightning. I was asking you for help, and you hit me by lightning. And the Syrian beings are going, Well, you asked for help. That's all we know how to do down here. Give you an energy charge. They don't know what it's like to be in a human body. That's why the walk-ins come in on a very specific mind program. The body, they've never been in a body. They're a mind program running a body. But they've never been on earth running a body and dealing with the karma of everything that you're doing in your mind through your body. Do you hear what I just said? Your body is going to go through the karma of what's going on in your mind, in the mind, in the minds, in the mind field. So, to expand for the 44 codes, what you also have to realize is that etherically, there's different bounds that have been bound over time. The entire collective was flipped at different times. Most of this is collective as you're walking through it. It's not personal. It's not even human. It's a program. You're like Wreck-It Ralph inside the Candyland go-kart show. Everybody that's coming up to you is going, you don't belong in Candyland. You're like, well, I'm here now. Then eventually everyone's like, oh, they look different. Wait a minute. We kind of like what they're doing. We're going to wear some overalls. So you have to understand that these etheric binds are what was locked in your DNA and their DNA sets that were hybridized. And you have to also understand that your body and the different organs and what you call sickness and disease doesn't exist in the highest band. Germs don't exist. None of them exist. Your frequency is too high. You can't even hold it. When you're completely put back together, anything that's coiled in you will come uncoiled. You have to realize that you're the computer. You're putting the energy now out. If something is coming against you, it's just showing you that you have the power to override it. When it's happening, it don't feel like that. Not even to me. I've been doing this for 7 years. When it's happening, you're in it. You can't see it. You have to stop yourself and go, okay, wait a minute. What can I control in this situation? What is it? What are the dragons trying to show me? Because I know that this isn't my karma. I know this shouldn't be happening. So show etherics, ancestors, star seeds, spirit guides, whatever you call, higher self, the 100, which is all of our consciousness is just put together, by the way. Show me what to do. What can I override in this situation? Because all that it's doing is bridging your little body that's inside this 33 dome with this energy force field that's in Vegas and Circus going because it's cosmic energy that's coming into the bubble. You're just having to merge into that bubble, and then you, not circus, you are walking around Vegas. And your experiences will change. But you have to stay balanced. And you have to be fair. You can't abuse it. You'll be tested to make sure if you do abuse it. If you do, then you'll get karma. If you keep doing it, you'll lose the ability. Because you can't walk around and just manipulate everybody. It has to be fair. So you have to stay balanced and you have to stay fair. The more energetic, and if you're out sharing like I do, everyone that meets me knows what I do. I've been talking about the unseen since 2017. I've never been called crazy to my face. Ever. Whenever I'm in front of you and you feel this, you know I'm talking truth because you feel my energy. I command that run through the tech. I command all ascended energies run through the tech and be hit by the people and all mercurial charges on an OB false setting be scrubbed from all technical socials and screens and broadcasting, cameras, and sound frequency manipulators. We command, so in this energy is where you just have to keep commanding. I command pituitary gland balanced and tuned. I command my hormones balanced. I command my mind at rest. Because your mind is what's messing you up. Your mind is what's making you second guess. Your mind is what's making you not say that thing that you think they're going to call you crazy for. Because you're picking up the whole entire band circle on that mind. You're the one who has to come in and say it without judgment. And you just have to say it because it is what it is. You're just telling the truth. The only way that you get karma in this energy is not saying it whenever you need to say it. Because believe it or not, those people paid a lot of money to show up in your reality at that moment in another timeline for you to activate them. And if you don't, then the other thing, real quick, I can repeat after me. It's 246 on a 201. I command whatever box I was put in for my body to walk me out of it within the next 24 hours. 246, 201. I command my body cut from any box, tomb, casket, coffin, pyramid, castle, building, nightclub, hotel, grid, square at the bottom of a pyramid, whatever the box is, we command our bodies to etherically connect to the 44 and walk us out. What did I say? Within the next 12 hours or 24 hours? Whatever it was. 12 hours, 20, whatever I just said. If you automatically get some type of message to leave your house after this just called, then you need to go do it. Thank you for the timestamps. 446, 401, 50, 446, 401, 50, 547, 511, 7. So anchor. So whatever energetic, if y'all of a sudden, now this could even be just out of your bedroom. You could be shown how to walk out of your bedroom. You might walk out of your bedroom and run into a wall. Like, oh, well, obviously I've been going right this whole time because it's the only place the hall has, but I'm supposed to be going left because I just ran into a wall. Okay, thanks, Chastity. It just broke me out of my box. This is also inside the 33 program. It's kind of what everything was boxing everything. So no more corners and I command all corners now rounded. I command all corners now rounded that I need to see. Because you will. Now, I'm going to close this off by telling you the best part of this. The more I do this, the more I train you guys. I'm getting chilled. The more I meet you, the more I train you individually that have been getting charts that are in the groups, and we're going to be opening up some ways for all of y'all to connect more. It's building, okay? We just started planning it today. There'll be a Telegram group that opens up that we can start sharing some of this. Right now we're needing to stay a little bit more separate, but here's the truth. You end up finding out this is the stuff that you've been doing this whole time. You just didn't know why you were doing it. And the 44, what you end up figuring out as you're coming through the coCHEE 32 thing and figuring out and walking through creation is all these little bitty things that everyone in your family made fun of you for doing, and all these little bitty things that are like, why do I do that? You end up finding out. Because your body's been tuned to the 44 the whole time. So you really don't even, like, what's crazy is the more that you try to learn it and not just walk it, the harder it is to understand it. When you just tune in and let the energy show you from day to day, when the sun's in this energy and the moon's in this energy and Jupiter's in this energy, okay, what's the energy today and what's it got to show me? Whenever you walk it like that, then you understand all the pieces and you know how to use the machine to build what you do want. But first, you have to bust through them because you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God. New Year's Eve, January 1st, 2002, right after 9/11 fell. I basically got held hostage at Mandalay Bay, the foundation room, for a really long time, energetically. Now I know that. You start connecting those things and then it all starts making a sense in your story, not a mind story, because we're not written in that story. We had to do Inception. And pretty much the Ascended Collective incepted the human race. We had to implant a new idea, but it's actually an original idea. It held form because it seemed to be a new idea, but it was actually nature's original idea. The only way that we could have incepted the human race is if the human race was incepted. So whatever dream, if you haven't watched Inception in a while, go watch it. I had to go watch the beginning again last night for a minute, and I was like, oh my God, whose dream am I in? Get me out of their dream. Give me my own dream. That's 33 to 44 merge. Okay? And we're walking through it. And you energetically pick it up a little bit every day, and then you start learning how your energy works. And then you start grounding more, building more power, building more power, building more power. And then you'll be, oh crap, I've got to go to Vegas, or I've got to go to Sedona now, or no, or I went there before and now I've got to go claim and I thought I'd never go back there again because a bunch of crazy crap happened. Well, that's why you were opening up space for the entire collective amoeba to merge on top of it the way it's supposed to. Not NeuroNet, Cloneville, 6 crazy women pretending to go to space to make the connection. You actually have 6 ladders that you're coming up, because that's what we did as a collective. We reformed that system. The system was gone, and this is what changed in 0 to 3 degrees Aries. That's where Saturn is right now. That's why. The astronomy that's going on right now has never been seen before in human history. The babies that are coming in right now have never been on this planet before. These alignments that are happening have never happened before. And Jupiter's about to go into the heart. What's Earth? EARTH? Well, we just cut Martha from Mary. No more th. Earth is changing when Jupiter goes in. All the Syrian connections are coming back in. For all of those who've already connected your Syrian connections, great. Now you're going to be connecting it into Sagittarius. You're going to be getting an even more macro perspective of it from a 44 perspective, which is what the moon mansion and stuff is, because Cleopatra is Mary Magdalene. Tut is Jesus. And Jesus was Jesus on a recess and not pieces. Rhesus. R-H. Rhesus. R-H-E-S-U-S. What's Jesus? I'm going to go chill. This is the 44 expansion. Tomorrow, today's Mars Day on Tuesday, so we're imprinting this in your energy on a physical 3D day. on purpose. Tomorrow, we're going to be in Wednesday, which is Mercury Day, which is Mind Day. And I'm going to be doing my very best to get y'all started on using 44 codes, because it takes a little bit. It is a different perspective. If you're not used to looking at numbers as alphabet, and you're not used to looking at numbers as a letter, then sometimes it's easier to look at the 44 first and then go look at the 33. If you're really used to the old numerology, then the 44 is going to confuse you a little bit. But that's okay. These will go up on YouTube, so I'm going to download this video and put it up on YouTube so everyone can watch it. And tomorrow I'll be back live to break down 44 codes. We're doing it, guys. We for real are doing it. Yes, I will post this on YouTube. Okay, maybe I'll be back later to go live and just kind of talk this. I want to keep succinct because we're uploading it for the series. So this concludes the expansion for now for the 44 codes. Again, this is only week 2, okay? I'll start going deeper into all of this and explaining it more, what you just learned on the 33 and 44 as the weeks progress, because then it turns into Trinity codes.